Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age slower, live stronger, and stay healthier no matter their age? What if the secret to a long, energetic life isn't locked inside a pill or hidden in a lab, but sitting right on your plate? The truth is, science has now revealed that food isn't just fuel, it's information for your body. The right foods can literally turn on your longevity genes, protect your cells, and help you thrive at every stage of life. I'm Dr. William Lee, and today I want to show you how the science of longevity connects directly to what you eat, when you eat, and how you live. This isn't about dieting or restriction, it's about activation, activating the natural defenses that evolution has already built inside you. Let's start with something many people don't realize. Aging isn't just about getting older. It's about how well your body repairs itself. Every single day, your body is in a constant process of renewal. Your cells die and new ones are born. Your blood vessels repair microscopic injuries. Your immune system stands guard looking for threats. And your stem cells are always ready to replace what's damaged. The foods you eat can either slow that system down or supercharge it. Now, for men especially, once you hit your 50s, things begin to shift. Your metabolism slows, your muscle mass starts to decline. You might notice your energy dipping or your recovery time after activity getting longer. Your immune system can become less sharp, and even your blood flow can start to lose its youthful rhythm. But the good news is you can take control of that process, not by fighting age, but by working with your body's own biology. You see, the foods we eat have the power to communicate directly with our cells. Think of it this way: every bite you take sends a message to your body. A message that can either say protect and renew or stress and inflame. Foods rich in bioactive compounds like polyphenols, flavonoids, and omega-3s literally interact with your longevity pathways. They tell your cells to clean up damage, protect DNA, grow new blood vessels where they're needed, and even switch off harmful aging signals. For example, take something as simple as green tea. Most people see it as a calming drink, but inside that cup is a compound called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, which has been shown to activate your body's repair systems. It protects blood vessels, supports your immune defense, and even helps your body resist chronic inflammation, one of the main drivers of accelerated aging. Or consider tomatoes. The red pigment you see, called lycopene, doesn't just make them beautiful. It helps your body fight oxidative stress, a major cause of cellular wear and tear. When you cook tomatoes, you actually make lycopene even more bioavailable, helping your body use it more effectively. So something as simple as a warm tomato soup can be an act of self-healing. Now, let's talk about timing, because longevity isn't just what you eat, it's also when you eat. Studies show that our body's repair systems are most active during certain hours of the day and night. When you give your body time to rest from constant digestion, like through a 12-hour overnight fast, you allow your cells to perform what scientists call autophagy. That's your body's natural recycling program. It clears away old damaged cells and makes room for new, healthier ones. For men after 50, this process becomes even more crucial. Your stem cells, the ones that repair muscle, heart tissue, and blood vessels, need these windows of rest to do their best work. So even simple habits like finishing dinner by 7 p.m. and waiting until 7 a.m. to eat again can make a powerful difference in how well your body ages. But longevity is not just about avoiding disease, it's about preserving vitality. Think about it, what's the point of living long if you don't also live strong? Food plays a key role in that too. Certain foods help maintain muscle and metabolism naturally. Lentils, beans, and chickpeas, for example, are packed with plant-based proteins that support lean muscle without putting stress on your kidneys or increasing inflammation like some processed proteins do. Then there are healthy fats like those from extra virgin olive oil and nuts that support your hormones, your brain, and your blood vessels. These fats are essential because they help your body absorb key nutrients, maintain energy stability, and even protect your heart. That's one reason why people in Mediterranean cultures often live longer. They eat in ways that align with the body's repair mechanisms. The science of longevity through food isn't about finding a single miracle ingredient. It's about patterns, small, daily choices that collectively send powerful messages to your body. Messages of growth, protection, and renewal. Every meal can either push you toward aging faster or guide you toward aging stronger. And that's something completely within your control. In the next part, I'll take you deeper into the foods that can actually regenerate your blood vessels, protect your DNA, and slow down the biological clock ticking inside every one of us. Now that we've laid the foundation for how food communicates with your body, let's explore the real science behind how certain foods can actually extend your healthy years by activating what I call your longevity pathways. You see, your body has built-in defense systems. These systems protect you against the root causes of disease and premature aging. Things like cell damage, inflammation, poor circulation, and DNA instability. When these defenses are working at their best, you're not just living longer, you're living stronger, and food is the key that turns them on. The first system I want to talk about is angiogenesis, the body's natural ability to grow new blood vessels. Think of your blood vessels as the highways of life. They deliver oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. Without them, nothing works properly. As we age, these highways can get damaged or blocked, and that slows down repair and recovery. But here's what's amazing. Some foods can help your body grow new, healthy vessels where they're needed and prune away harmful ones that feed disease. For example, foods like blackberries, green tea, and even dark chocolate contain natural compounds that balance angiogenesis. Take blackberries, they're rich in anthocyanins, which help your body create new microvessels to nourish your muscles, your brain, even your skin. Or green tea, which helps your body prevent the overgrowth of blood vessels that could lead to diseases like cancer. That's the power of balance, and that's the power of eating with purpose. Next is regeneration, your body's ability to repair itself using stem cells. These are your internal repair crews, always ready to replace what's damaged. As we age, that system slows down, but science shows we can wake it up again. For instance, dark chocolate, real high cocoa chocolate, contains compounds that help your bone marrow release more stem cells into your bloodstream. Blueberries and goji berries do something similar, protecting your existing stem cells so they can keep working longer. And one of my favorite examples is kiwi fruit. A study showed that eating 1 or 2 kiwis a day helps protect DNA and reduces oxidative stress. That means your body is literally maintaining the integrity of your cells, one bite at a time. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked, your microbiome. This is your internal ecosystem, made up of trillions of bacteria living mostly in your gut. They're not just passengers, they're active participants in your health. They help control your immune system, your metabolism, and even your mood. As you age, your microbiome can lose diversity, meaning fewer good bacteria, more harmful ones, and less balance overall. But again, food can turn that around. Take fermented foods like kimchi, yogurt, or kefir. They introduce beneficial bacteria that crowd out harmful microbes and help strengthen your gut barrier, keeping inflammation under control. Even something as humble as a fiber-rich apple or a bowl of oatmeal feeds your gut bacteria the prebiotic fiber they need to thrive. When they digest that fiber, they produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids. These are like natural fuel for your colon cells, helping to reduce inflammation and even lower your risk of diseases like diabetes or colon cancer. The connection between your microbiome and longevity is powerful. In one study, scientists found that people who lived past 100 had one thing in common: a microbiome filled with bacteria that produce anti-inflammatory compounds. That's not genetics alone, that's lifestyle and especially diet. Now, here's where timing and consistency matter again. Your body loves rhythm, daily patterns that sync with your biology. That's why eating meals at regular times, getting enough rest, and allowing your digestive system to reset between meals are all longevity habits. When you eat a heavy meal late at night, your gut bacteria don't get their rest either. But when you finish dinner a few hours before bedtime, you're giving both your digestive system and your microbiome time to repair and rejuvenate. I often say longevity isn't something you chase, it's something you nourish. Every cell in your body has a lifespan. Your job is to create the best environment for those cells to thrive, repair, and replicate in a healthy way. Now, if you're a man in your 50s or beyond, you may notice how your energy fluctuates during the day. You might feel strong in the morning, but tired after lunch or sluggish by evening. That's not just age, that's your metabolism signaling imbalance. A great way to stabilize that is by eating foods that don't spike your blood sugar but release energy slowly. Foods like lentils, barley, nuts, and whole grains. These stabilize your energy, protect your blood vessels, and help your insulin work more efficiently. And remember, the foods that extend life aren't rare or expensive. They're often the simplest ones. Berries, leafy greens, olive oil, tomatoes, green tea, and seafood like salmon or sardines. These are the same foods found in traditional diets from the world's longest living cultures, like the Mediterranean, Okinawa, or coastal Greece. Their secret isn't luck or genetics. It's habit, daily, consistent, small choices that add up to decades of resilience. Longevity through food isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter, with more awareness of what each bite can do for your body. In the next part, I'll take you deeper into how these foods interact with your immune system, your DNA repair mechanisms, and your metabolism, the inner science that decides how young your body feels regardless of the number on your birthday cake. We've talked about angiogenesis, regeneration, and the microbiome, the hidden systems that food can awaken to help you live longer and stronger. Now, let's dive even deeper into two of the most powerful longevity pathways inside your body: your immune system and your DNA protection mechanisms. These are the quiet guardians of your health, always working behind the scenes to keep you resilient, youthful, and vibrant. Let's start with your immune system. Most people think of it as something that only fights off colds or infections, but it's actually far more intelligent and complex than that. Your immune system also cleans up damaged cells, removes toxins, and prevents the slow, hidden inflammation that leads to aging. In fact, scientists now call this hidden inflammation inflammaging, a silent process that wears down your body from the inside over time. Here's the good news. What you eat can either fuel inflammaging or stop it in its tracks. For example, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, sardines, walnuts, and chia seeds help your body produce special molecules called resolvins. These are nature's way of turning off inflammation once your immune system has done its job. It's like sending the cleanup crew after a repair. Without those signals, inflammation lingers, and that's when trouble begins. Green vegetables, especially spinach and kale, also help your immune cells function more effectively. They contain folate and vitamin K, which support the production of new immune cells and help them recognize and neutralize threats more efficiently. And here's a fascinating discovery. Mushrooms, reishi, shiitake, and maytake mushrooms are not just culinary delights. They contain natural beta glucans that train your immune system to become smarter. They enhance the function of your natural killer cells, which patrol your body every night looking for damaged or abnormal cells to remove. This constant surveillance helps prevent the accumulation of cellular debris that accelerates aging. Now, let's move to your DNA protection system. Every second, your DNA is exposed to potential damage from stress, pollution, toxins, and even normal metabolism. But your body comes prepared with built-in repair enzymes, like tiny mechanics that constantly fix broken DNA strands. As you age, that repair system can slow down, but food can reactivate it. Take blueberries, for instance. They're small, but they contain powerful compounds called anthocyanins that protect your DNA from oxidative stress. Studies have shown that people who eat blueberries regularly have less DNA damage in their white blood cells, one of the key markers of biological aging. Then there's turmeric. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, helps stabilize your DNA and reduces chronic inflammation at the cellular level. It works like a molecular shield, protecting your cells from daily wear and tear. And one of the most underrated DNA protectors is pomegranate. It's rich in a molecule that your gut microbiome converts into something called urolithin A. This compound literally rejuvenates your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside every cell. Healthier mitochondria mean more energy, less oxidative stress, and slower cellular aging. It's incredible, isn't it? The foods we've known for centuries, berries, tea, spices, nuts, and fruits are the same foods modern science now proves can influence our genes. Now, let's talk about another key player in longevity, metabolic balance. After 50, many men notice it becomes easier to gain weight and harder to burn it off. But it's not just about calories, it's about how efficiently your metabolism operates. When your metabolism slows, your cells don't get energy as efficiently and waste products build up. That's one reason fatigue, brain fog, and slower recovery become more common, but your metabolism can be reactivated. Foods like avocados, extra virgin olive oil, and nuts provide healthy fats that help your cells use energy more efficiently. They stabilize your blood sugar, lower insulin spikes, and support your mitochondria. Whole grains, beans, and lentils are also metabolic champions. They release glucose slowly, giving your body steady energy rather than a quick rush followed by a crash. That stable energy supports your brain, muscles, and heart, the very systems that determine how young your body feels. And don't forget about hydration. Water might sound simple, but proper hydration improves your metabolism, supports cellular detox, and even helps maintain healthy skin. Every cell in your body depends on water to function, and yet most adults walk around mildly dehydrated without realizing it. If you want to eat for longevity, it's not just about nutrients, it's about synergy. For example, when you combine olive oil with tomatoes, the healthy fats help your body absorb lycopene more effectively. When you pair turmeric with black pepper, you increase curcumin absorption 20-fold. These small combinations create powerful effects that your body recognizes immediately. What science shows us today is that longevity is not random, it's biological. And biology listens to what you eat, what time you eat, and how consistent you are when you give your body the right tools. Anti-inflammatory foods, DNA-protecting nutrients, and metabolic support, your cells can perform the way they were designed to. You feel sharper, recover faster, and age slower. You begin to notice the difference not just in how long you live, but how deeply alive you feel. In the next part, we'll talk about how food can influence your brain and emotional longevity, the way your diet affects focus, memory, mood, and even purpose. Because true longevity isn't only about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. We've talked about how food can repair your cells, protect your DNA, and balance your metabolism. But longevity isn't only about physical health. It's also about how well your brain functions. How clearly you think, how well you remember, how balanced you feel emotionally. Because the truth is, the quality of your years matters just as much as the quantity. You see, your brain is one of the hungriest organs in your body. Even though it only makes up about 2% of your total body weight, it consumes about 20% of your energy. Every thought, every emotion, every memory is powered by what you eat. So when you choose foods that nourish your brain, you're not just feeding your body, you're feeding your future self. Let's start with blood flow. Your brain depends on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients. The same process of angiogenesis we talked about earlier applies here too. Foods that support healthy blood vessels also improve brain function. For example, dark chocolate, rich in flavonols, helps increase blood flow to the brain, improving focus and cognitive performance. Blueberries, once again, show up as brain protectors. Their anthocyanins not only reduce oxidative stress, but also help your brain form new neural connections, keeping your memory sharper as you age. And then there's coffee. Yes, coffee. In moderate amounts, coffee's natural polyphenols and caffeine can enhance alertness, improve concentration, and may even reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. But the secret isn't in drinking more coffee, it's in drinking it wisely. Have it earlier in the day, ideally before noon, so it supports your energy without disturbing your sleep rhythm. Sleep, by the way, is another vital longevity factor. While you sleep, your brain goes into deep cleaning mode. It flushes out waste proteins linked to aging and cognitive decline. That's why eating foods that promote better sleep, like cherries, kiwi, or almonds, can actually protect your brain over the long term. Now let's talk about the gut-brain connection. Your gut and your brain are constantly communicating through a network of nerves and chemical messengers. The health of your microbiome directly affects your mood, focus, and resilience. When your gut bacteria are balanced, they produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, the same chemicals that regulate happiness and motivation. So when you eat fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, or sauerkraut, you're not just helping digestion, you're supporting emotional longevity. People who include probiotic-rich foods in their diet often report less anxiety, better sleep, and a more stable mood. And don't forget fiber. The prebiotic fibers found in oats, apples, bananas, and beans feed the good bacteria that in turn feed your brain. This connection explains why people who follow plant-forward diets often have better emotional stability and lower risk of depression. Your brain also needs healthy fats to function at its best. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, sardines, chia seeds, and flax seeds are essential for maintaining the structure of your brain cells. They literally form the building blocks of your neurons. Omega-3s also protect your brain from inflammation, which can damage memory and focus over time. One of the most powerful examples comes from research on the Mediterranean diet. People who follow it, rich in olive oil, fish, nuts, and vegetables, have a significantly lower risk of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. Their brains age more slowly because their diets reduce inflammation, support blood flow, and strengthen the neural connections that make up memory. Now, here's something that science is just beginning to explore: food and purpose. It turns out that what you eat doesn't just affect your body, it can influence how motivated you feel to engage with life. When your brain chemistry is balanced, you naturally feel more optimistic, more creative, and more driven to connect with others. That's the real essence of longevity, not just the absence of disease, but the presence of vitality and meaning. When you eat well, your brain rewards you with clarity, calmness, and curiosity. You become more engaged, more adaptable, more alive. And this isn't about perfection. You don't have to follow a strict rule or count every bite. It's about rhythm, balance, and awareness. If you can make even 80% of your meals from whole, natural, colorful foods, your body and brain will do the rest. There's also something powerful about ritual. Sharing meals with family or friends, taking time to enjoy what's on your plate, and eating without distraction, these habits reduce stress and improve digestion. Science shows that when you eat in a relaxed state, your body absorbs more nutrients and your gut functions better. That's not coincidence, that's biology responding to mindfulness. And one last note about your brain: hydration. Even a small level of dehydration can reduce mental performance and concentration, so keep water within reach. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you like, but make it a habit. Your brain depends on it. Longevity isn't just about living long enough to see the future. It's about being mentally sharp enough to enjoy it. Food gives you that gift. Every time you sit down to eat, you have a chance to protect your memory, lift your mood, and sharpen your focus. In the next part, I'll show you how to bring everything together, how to create a lifestyle of longevity. We'll talk about daily patterns, movement, mindset, and how to make food your lifelong ally in living stronger, longer, and happier. We've now explored how food can influence every layer of your biology, from your blood vessels and immune system to your DNA and brain. But to truly unlock the science of longevity, we have to go one step further, translating all that knowledge into a daily lifestyle. Because it's not what you know that changes your health. It's what you practice day after day that transforms you. Longevity isn't a single decision. It's a series of small, powerful choices that build over time. And when you align your food, movement, and mindset, your body starts to operate at its best, naturally, effortlessly, and beautifully. So let's bring it all together. The first key is consistency. Your body loves patterns. It thrives on rhythm. Think of your body as a symphony. Every organ, every cell has its own timing, and when that rhythm is steady, everything works better. Try to eat around the same time each day. Give your body 12 hours overnight to rest and repair, and keep your meals simple and colorful. For breakfast, try something that awakens your metabolism gently, like oatmeal with berries and walnuts, or avocado on whole grain toast with a drizzle of olive oil. These foods provide fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants that fuel your morning without spiking your blood sugar. At lunch, go for balance. Vegetables, lean protein like beans or fish, and healthy fats from olive oil or nuts. Avoid heavy, processed foods that make you sluggish afterward. You want lunch to recharge you, not drain you. And for dinner, keep it light and early. Soups, steamed vegetables, lentils, or grilled salmon, foods that are easy to digest. This gives your body time to wind down and focus on repair while you rest. Remember, how you eat matters as much as what you eat. Eat slowly. Savor the flavors. When you chew your food thoroughly, you activate enzymes in your saliva that start digestion in your mouth. That single habit improves nutrient absorption and reduces stress on your gut. Now, let's talk about movement. Food and movement work together like two sides of the same coin. You don't need intense workouts to promote longevity, just consistent, joyful activity. Walking briskly for 30 minutes a day improves blood flow, stimulates angiogenesis, and helps regulate blood sugar. If you prefer, you can garden, stretch, swim, or dance. What matters most is that you move regularly and enjoy it. Movement keeps your stem cells active, your metabolism strong, and your mood elevated. One of the most fascinating discoveries in longevity research is that your muscles act like an endocrine organ. When you move, they release molecules called myokines that communicate with your brain, your immune system, and even your fat tissue, reducing inflammation and enhancing regeneration. So, every time you move, you're literally signaling your body to stay young. Now, another cornerstone of longevity is mindset. You can eat all the right foods, but if you live in constant stress, your body will stay in survival mode. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, damages your immune system, and accelerates aging. That's why practices like mindfulness, prayer, breathing exercises, or simply spending time in nature are so powerful. Studies show that people who nurture a sense of purpose, who feel connected to something greater than themselves, live longer and recover faster from illness. Purpose keeps your brain engaged and your body resilient. Even simple acts of kindness, gratitude, and community strengthen your longevity pathways. They reduce stress hormones and increase oxytocin, a hormone that helps you feel calm and connected. And that connection is essential because isolation is one of the most underestimated threats to long-term health. Sharing a meal, talking with friends, laughing, these are not just pleasant moments, they're medicine. And finally, sleep. Think of sleep as the foundation of everything else. It's during deep sleep that your brain clears toxins, your cells repair damage, and your metabolism resets. Create a sleep ritual, dim the lights, avoid screens before bed, and give yourself permission to rest fully. The body that rests deeply heals deeply. When you combine nourishing food, regular movement, a calm mind, and quality sleep, you activate your body's natural design for longevity. It's not magic, it's biology in harmony. Now imagine this, you wake up feeling clear, light, and energetic. You move through your day with strength and focus. Your meals give you energy, not fatigue. You recover faster, think sharper, and feel younger than your age. That's not a dream. That's the result of aligning your lifestyle with your body's design. You have everything you need to start right now. Every meal, every step, every breath is a chance to invest in your future. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one change. Maybe it's adding more green vegetables. Maybe it's cutting back on sugar. Maybe it's walking after dinner instead of sitting on the couch. Small steps, done consistently, create big changes. That's the true science of longevity through food. So as we wrap up, remember this: longevity isn't about living forever. It's about living fully. It's about staying curious, staying kind, staying connected, and giving your body the nourishment it's been asking for all along. Because when you feed your body the right information through food, it responds with strength, clarity, and life. And that's what real longevity feels like.